welcome back to One Star. Just one. Where we read bad reviews of just about anything. Alright, so I found a wealth of information on TripAdvisor. There's a lot of shady hotels out there. Let's just put it that way, right?
Hotels.
Hotels are different than motels. I mean, I guess you could review a motel on here. I feel like motels don't warrant. Again, like these bad reviews often come when someone's expectations are a little bit higher than what's actually received, but the quality of the things are so bad, right? So like a motel, like I expect to be murdered if I stay at a hotel, or at a motel, excuse me. I expect to be murdered, right? So if I'm not murdered, maybe they get like a 3-star review, you know? Like, cause I went in, like the bar's real low. Right? At a hotel, like I expect, you know, like maybe like a chocolate.
Non-death, 3 stars. 3 stars.
That's 3. There you go. So at a hotel, like I expect like a chocolate on the pillow, like snacks, a mini bar, like where they have.
Do you ever use a mini bar?
No, you can't because like everything's like $20. It's like a nip of Jameson, $45. One package of M&M. They just come and chop off your hand later.
Who's the alcoholic who needs that?
I don't know.
Is that who they're preying on?
Who wants to pay? Probably. Or like somebody's just stuck there with their kids.
Because you could probably call down room service and order.
Or just walk to the bar.
Okay, no, but all right. But let's just say you don't want to go down. You could probably call room service and get them to bring up drinks to you for cheaper.
Yeah. I feel like if you
that's
are
a little
nice,
tip. That's a little tip right there. For
I feel
everybody.
like if you are nice, I've stayed in a lot of hotels. If you are nice to the hotel staff, they will bring you anything you want, right? Mm-hmm. Like they're super great.
I've got many toothbrushes.
Yeah, they're not trying to, you know, they're not trying to screw you over. Like they just want people to be nice.
They're there to
them.
help.
Yeah.
And not get 1 star.
Yeah.
So what do we got?
I found a cat's paw in my pillowcase.
Was the cat attached to the pillow? To the paw?
That's just how they started it.
Oh, maybe. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, is this gonna be witchcraft?
Can we just? It does get 5 stars for location though. So okay. So here you go.
Location is everything.
Location.
5
This
stars
is
location.
the worst place I've ever stayed in. I found a cat's paw in my pillowcase. No elaboration. Also, the chest of drawers with no drawers in them. A cupboard with no back. A double bed the size of a hammock made of concrete. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, so part of me is thinking that she's not in a hotel. She's like in an abandoned building. Right?
or like a Dr. Seuss book. It's because
a chest with no drawers.
It sounds like a kid's book right here, doesn't it? I mean, it's
a cupboard with no back. Okay, now I think she's trying to imply that the bed was hard, like it was made out of concrete, but she said the size of a hammock made of concrete. Now I assume that a hammock made of concrete would be the same size as a normal hammock.
Yes.
Right? Like I think we're.
So I think she's calling it a small bed that's also hard.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. But
again, that's actually kind of my jam. Like I like a firm surface. So.
Firm surface. Yeah. So maybe look, but I think she's going with this whole kids book thing.
Communal toilets with no locks. It's also written pretty poetically. Communal toilets with no locks. Our neighbor lived in it. Yeah.
Our neighbor lived in a toilet. I got you.
No, those are the 2 sentences together. Communal toilets with no locks. Our neighbor lived in it, had TV on all day and night, and didn't close door.
Well, you don't need a lock if you don't close the door.
Yeah, it should be named Alcatraz.
Wait, did he live in his room and had the TV on, or was he in the communal toilet all the time?
No, I think like his room next door, like their neighbor's room, and he lived there.
This is a flop
So
house.
if people are living there, it could be a motel. Although I don't know any motels that get a 5-star on location.
That's true. This is like I feel like Charles Bukowski lived next to her or something. Like this is like.
Oh God, yeah, no.
This is Skid Row stuff.
Yeah. So all right. So here's another one I found that I really like.
You're getting a twofer today.
Twofer. Well, these were both short, right? A little misconceding. They didn't elaborate about the cat's paw. I feel like that would have been my whole review, right? You need to elaborate on that. Was it bloody? Are you sure it was a cat's paw? Was it perhaps like a raccoon or I don't know.
This is why we're here.
Yeah.
To ask the important questions.
My girlfriend and I were having a romantic meal. However, it was spoilt when an employee leaned over and spat in my hair. Cheeky or what?
Well,
so
there's so much there. There's so much there. I thought he was going to go with he hit on my girlfriend, or he asked my girlfriend out. He spit in my hair, which is kind of the same thing.
I just imagine, was it just he leaned over, and did he like huck a loogie, or did he just like a gentle?
Did he sneeze and something just expelled?
Yeah, I mean like that seems more reasonable. But I like the image of a man just gently going up and.
Very important question here. What country was this in?
I don't know. Some of these I can't really tell. Cheeky, right? They use the term cheeky. So that makes me think England.
Well, I would say he's English, but is he traveling abroad?
Oh, I mean, that's definitely an option.
Because it could be a cultural thing. I mean, that could be a sign of a good meal. Did you enjoy your meal?
That's not true. That's like when people are like, oh, like burping. You know, that's not a thing anywhere.
I was walking down the street in Manhattan yesterday, and I was walking a block, and this dude comes walking towards me, middle-aged guy in a suit, and just burped right in front of me, like pretty much making eye contact with me and burps, and I'm like, never happened before, other than like maybe
like a sign, like an assertion of dominance.
He's like, hello. Yes, it was with the bonobo. Well, no, those bonobos do other things, but don't Google that. I think it's the bonobos. Anyways, I'm really confused by this one.
I don't know. There's just
because I'm going to go with not how in any word is it ever cheeky? I would just always go with or what.
Yeah, I mean, cheeky or what? Like they're looking for some sort of explanation for it. I just need so much more backstory from these. You know?
Is that his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend? That would make sense. Also, very poor choice of restaurant.
Yeah, I feel like that's the number one move. Like, as a human, like don't take your new date to the place where you and your old date hung out.
Yes.
I heard a great story the other day. Let me just interject with this. So, this girl got on Tinder, right? Mm-hmm. And she was meeting people for drinks, right? To see if they clicked. And she said that I would always meet people for like one drink. Mm-hmm. And the bar was like literally around the corner from her house. So she was like, we'll meet there because it was really easy for her. And she wasn't telling him where she lived just in case they were super creepy. Mm-hmm. So she keeps doing this, right? And she does it for like a couple months. Just meeting random people like for one drink. Mm-hmm. And she was like, she's telling her story. She's had no success. And then one day the fucking cops are there and they tried to arrest her for prostitution because they thought she was a prostitute. Because she was meeting all these different guys there. And like the owners were like, listen, like there's a prostitute like picking up Johns here. And she was like, never have I had my self-esteem destroyed so quickly. And she was like, yeah, I went on a lot of like Tinder dates. And she was like, it just ruined for me now. But I mean, that's pretty impressive.
That is.
You go, girl.
What is the lesson? How many dates was she going on? And actually, that's more of a statement to me on how poor the dating pool is. If that.
It's pretty bad. It's real bad.
But let's think about that. How many days? Because again,
How many dates can you go on before you agree to go on a second date with someone? That's like, I don't know. That's a lot. Like, it could go on forever.
I mean, this is like a bee infestation. We previously agreed that 3 bees
is an infestation.
So if you go 3 drinks, 3 different people, What is the percentage? Right? What's the hit ratio you would say if you were her? What would you say would be a reasonable number of drinks to have, individual drinks with individual people? 1 in 10?
I think it depends on like if you're trying to meet up with someone, you're trying to find someone to like actually date. Like I feel like it's pretty clear in like the first 5 minutes of like meeting someone, like if it's gonna go anywhere. And then the rest of the time that you're having that drink, it's just you're in your head, you're going, how can I get out of this? Like I need to get out of this. Like, can I catch something on fire? Can I catch on fire? Can I catch them on fire?
Can I be almost arrested for prostitution?
Yeah, like maybe that was her whole ploy. Like maybe the date was going that bad, and she was like, I'm gonna need you to come over here and like arrest me for prostitution real quick. Like I would do that. Like I've been on awful dates before, and like literally anything. Like I would throw myself in front of a car sometimes to like get out of it. You know, like there's just you gotta get out of it.
Once again, we're learning that men are horrible.
Not all of them, but like 89%. So really high.
So there you go. Yeah. 10 dates.
And every
1 second drink,
yeah.
1 second date.
Yeah. So no. So that's the moral of our story.
We still don't know why this dude got spit on, but perhaps
we don't know.
We'll never know. But I guess that would get spitting 1 star.
Just one.
1. Getting arrested for prostitution.
10 out of 10. We'll see you next time.
Next time.